Welcome to Vocal Dreams. Tonight, or perhaps it is already tomorrow, we are leaving the noise behind. We often think of our lives as a series of loud events, but the real story happens in the quiet, in the lo-fi frequencies of the heart. Today we follow a single soul's journey, from the first salt-crusted breath on a deserted shore to the golden hum of a city café, and finally to the silent bamboo groves of the spirit. Close your eyes. Let the tape hiss be your heartbeat. We are beginning at the edge of the world. The world is a blank page when the tide is out. We stand at the edge of the Atlantic, where the salt meets the reeds, waiting for the light to tell us who we are today. It is the silence before the noise, a golden thread of possibility that the universe forgot to tuck away. Let the water wash the sleep from your eyes.
Before it speaks, salt on my lips like through the reeds, a golden thread across the floor. The world forgot to shut the door. I breathe it in, just breathe it in. The ocean knows where I begin. Coastal morning, wash me clean. Softest light I've ever seen. Carry me where the seabirds go, into everything I don't yet know. Coastal morning, wash me clean. Softest light I've ever seen. Carry me where the seabirds go, into everything I don't yet know. There's a moment just before the world wakes up, when everything is exactly as it should be. Salt and silence, golden haze. Coastal morning, wash me clean. Softest light I've ever seen. Carry me where the seabirds go, into everything I don't yet know.
As the sun climbs, the gaze turns inward. We aren't just walking on sand, we are drifting through the velvet deep of our own subconscious. There are faces behind frosted glass and words we swallowed years ago. Don't be afraid of the dark corners. Sometimes you have to stop moving just to let your soul catch up with your shadow.
Close my eyes and let the current pull past the noise into the beautiful, where thoughts drift slow like autumn leaves and memory hums beneath the breeze. A face I knew behind a frosted glass, a word I swallowed letting time harass. They surface now without a sound, like buried things that want to be found. I'm not afraid of what the dark might keep. Some treasures only live in velvet deep. Velvet horizons soft and wide, where the frames I left behind reside. I'm not running, I'm not falling through. I'm finally learning how to move. You don't have to go far to find yourself. Sometimes you just stop moving long enough for you to catch up. Drifting inward, further in, layers opening, velvet skin. The deeper I go, the more I see, the quieter corners that make up me. Not broken pieces, not scattered grief, just roots I'd forgotten underneath. Horizons soft and wide, where the things I left behind reside. I'm not running, I'm not falling through. I'm finally learning how to move.
We stumble upon an old room in the mind, a place where the records are scratched, but the melodies are hauntingly familiar. Smells of summer and the sound of laughter trapped in hardwood floors. These aren't just ghosts, they are the dusty grooves that define our rhythm. Listen to the skip in the record. That's where the truth hides.
A scratch record plays in another room. The melody half lost in afternoon. I recognize the key but not the song. Some memories don't tell you where they're from. A summer smell behind a wooden door. Laughter trapped inside a hardwood floor. These fragments surface without any cue, like dusty grooves. I still remember you. I press my ear against the past. Some songs were never meant to last, but they do. Dusty grooves and golden haze, spinning slow through better days. Every skip, every scratch, every break is just a memory refuses to fade. Hey, hey, hey. Look at us back then, so serious about things that didn't matter, and blind to all the things that did. But even that, even the blindness, was part of the groove. Spinning round, round and round, we were here, we made a sound. The record ends, but I don't lift the needle. I let it breathe where the music used to be. Some silences are fuller than a song. They tell you where you've been and where you belong. Dusty grooves and golden haze, spinning slow through better days. Every skip, every scratch, every break is just a memory refusing to fade. Hey.
Look closer. The spider's thread, the stranger's hum, the laughter of a child in a language you don't speak, it's all part of the same frequency. We are separate notes, yes, but we are played by the same hands. Pull one string and the whole world tilts. You aren't adrift. You are precisely where the constellation needs you to be.
A spider spins a thread across the rain. A stranger hums a song inside my brain. Coincidence, I don't believe it now. The universe is stringing us somehow.
A child laughs in a language not my own. Something in my chest has always known that laughter, light, and longing share one key, an invisible cord connecting you and me.
Pull one string and everything shifts. The whole world and gently lifts. Can you feel it? String theory spinning free. Every soul frequency. We are notes in the same refrain. Different hands, one sweet terrain. Pull the thread, feel the dance. Nothing here is left to chance. String by string, heart by heart, we were connected from the start. lives inside the ocean. We are not separate, we never were.
Vibrating, everything vibrates.
Connected, always connected. I used to think that I was on my own, a single note adrift without a home. But now I hear the hum beneath the noise, the endless orchestra of borrowed joys. Pull one string and everything shifts. The whole tilts and gently lifts. So can you feel it now? String theory spinning free, every solar frequency. We are notes in the same refrain, different hands, one sweet terrain. Pull the thread, feel the dance. Nothing here is left to chance. String by string, heart by heart, we were connected from the start.
Before the city demands your attention, there is a conversation happening in the trees. No conductor, no planning, just living things understanding the rhythm of existence. We've spent so much time competing for beauty when all we had to do was open the window. Today, don't ask the world for anything, just receive.
Before the world remembers it has weight, the birds begin their conversation late. No, not late, they're always right on time, threading dawn together, note by note, like rhyme. A blackbird on a wire starts the call, and something in the distance answers all. No conductor raising up a hand, just living things that finally understand. I don't need words for this. Some things are said in bird song. I understand every single one. Morning chorus sing me through, every feather soaked in to remind me what I keep forgetting. Beauty was never worth competing, just open up and let it in, where the outside world begins. Morning chorus soft and true, I am nature singing too. I used to rush past mornings like these, I won't anymore. Listen now, the world is singing, everything alive is ringing. The chorus peaks and slowly finds its rest. Each bird returns to branch and bark and nest, but something of their song stays in my chest. A quiet hum that answers every test. I don't need words for this. I am finally fluent in everything that matters. Morning chorus, sing me through every feather soaked in dew. Remind me what I keep forgetting. Beauty was never worth competing. Just open up and let it in, where the outside world begins. Morning chorus, soft and true. I am nature singing too.
Now we enter the hum, a café where every table is a private universe. The girl writing a letter she'll never send, the man laughing to hide the end. In this human noise, we find the most honest version of ourselves. We are strangers, but we are all carrying the same weight. Sip your coffee. You aren't as alone as you think.
Pretending it's the end. Two strangers share a silence by the door. A whole life in a cup, then ask for more.
The barista knows the orders before they speak. The Tuesday regulars who come to seek not coffee, no, they come to be somewhere, that they exist inside the air.
Every table holds a universe tonight. Every laugh a battle, every sigh a flight.
And here I am, just sipping through it all.
Cafe culture, human noise. Every broken heart still has a voice.
Every stranger carrying a story.
In 3 days, but the coffee help.
She said she'd call me back and never did.
I'm writing a novel nobody asked for.
But honestly, I've never felt more free.
We are all the same beneath the noise. This is what cities do at their best. They put you side by side with lives you'd never otherwise touch. And somehow for a moment you are all each other's. Voices blending, never ending. Human music, always mending.
I used to find the city cold and wide. Too many people, nowhere left to hide. But now I see what all this noise conceals. A million beating hearts that know how loneliness feels.
Every table holds a universe tonight. Every laugh a battle, every sigh a flight.
And here I am, belonging after all.
Cafe culture, human noise. Every broken heart still has a voice.
Every stranger carrying a story. Ordinary lives in all their glory.
Pour it strong, let the music stay. We are all just passing through today.
Cafe culture, you and me, the most honest place that I can be.
Drop the shoes. Forget the math of where you're meant to be. The island doesn't care about your clocks. There is a specific kind of freedom in the salt on your skin and the sun on your bones. Joy isn't something you earn. It's the default setting we simply forgot how to access. Breathe in the turquoise. Let it go.
I left my shoes somewhere along the path. The sand too warm to justify the math of where I'm going, what I'm meant to do. The island says just breathe, the rest will follow through. A coconut drops heavy in the heat. A lizard watches time from its concrete, and I've been running clocks inside my head. But here the only hands point straight ahead. Let it go, just let it all go now. The tide will take it, doesn't matter how. Feel that breeze, that's you, that's always been you. Island breeze, carry me light. Trade the worry for the warmth tonight. Nothing old and nothing left to prove. Just the ocean in this easy groove. Salt on skin and sun on bone. Every soul finds its way back home. Island breeze, wild and free. This is who I was always meant to be. I forgot what this felt like. Just existing, not performing existing. Actually, truly, just being here. The water is warm, the sky is ridiculous, and I am so glad I came. Floating free, let the current be. Nothing here belongs to yesterday. The evening comes in copper, pink, and gold, and I forget the story I was told. That life is hard and joy must be deserved. The island laughs and says that's quite absurd. Let it go, just let it all go now. The tide already took it anyhow. Feel that breeze, that's home, that's always been home. Island breeze, carry me light. Trade the worry for the warmth tonight. Nothing old and nothing left to prove. Just the ocean and this easy groove. Salt on skin and sun on bone. Every soul finds its way back home. Island breeze, wild and free. This is who I was always meant to be.
Night falls, and we find a box beneath the bed. Horses on a painted wheel, a faded ballerina. Things that were once whole before the world grew sharp at the seams. It's not grief you're feeling, it's the realization of how good it felt to need nothing but a song. Wind the key one last time, go back to where you began.
remember there was a song my mother hummed that had no words, just sound. And it meant you are safe. You are safe. You are safe. The ballerina stops mid-pirouette, caught between a moment and a yet. I reach to win the key, one final turn, but some songs stop exactly where they burn. It's not grief, it's just I forgot how good it felt to need nothing but a song. So I leave the box half open on the shelf, let the melody find its way itself, through the dark, through the years, through the seams, all the way back down into my dreams.
But we cannot stay asleep. Something has cracked the glass case. Your heartbeat isn't a polite metronome, it's a drum. This is the organ grinder in your blood, demanding that you spend every cell on everything you feel. Stop apologizing for the space your joy takes up. If you're alive, be loud about it.
Everybody come on, come on. Real. What's it? Boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass climbing higher, drums doubling intensity, brass stands punching in short bursts, energy coiling tighter, full hammer roar, fender bass slapping hard, while cutting through, brass punching on the 2 and 4, boom, the groove is alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glass, while I didn't still and letting good things pass. Something cracked the case and let it out. A groove so deep it had to scream and shout out. This is what a life feels like. Loud and wrong and burning bright. Organ grinder, turn it up. Life's too short to keep it shut. Every heartbeat costs you something real. Spin it on everything you feel. Brass and sweat and bass and bone. Nobody celebrates alone. Organ grinder, let it rip. Joy was never meant to lose its grip. It's hey, hey, boom, hey, boom. 1, 2, 3, hey. The organ grinder cranks the docks downtown, and every passerby slows their frown, because the body knows before the brain that music is the oldest cure for pain. Let's go. Stuttering wild, snare roll, accelerating, brass holding one long screaming note. Everything rising, rising, rising. Full band crash, kick, bass, organ, brass, all at once. Feel that roar there, that's it. You know what the organ grinder never does? He never asks if you deserve to dance. He just plays, and your body, your beautiful, ridiculous body, already knows every single step that. Let's go! Hey! Hey! Woo! Hey! Who? Hey! Ah! Whoa! Two! Three! I'm done apologizing for the space. My joy takes up the grin across my face. The universe is grooving, pulse and swing. I am the organ grinder, I'm the king. Say, this is what a life feels like. Every cell on fire tonight. Oh, organ grinder, turn it up. Life's too short to keep it shut. Every heartbeat costs you something real. Spend it all on everything you feel. Brass and sweat and bass and bone. Nobody celebrates alone. Organ grinder, let it rip. Joy was never meant to lose its grip. It's hey, 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 woo, hey, boom, hey, boom, boom,
The roar fades into a flute. We reach the garden where the bamboo bends but never breaks. We've traveled oceans to find a door, only to realize that coming home was never leaving in the first place. The sacred isn't in the words, it's in the silence between them. Bow to the morning. You are ready.
the sacred has always been east and west, and then and now. The soul was never lost, just learning how to finally stop and hear the song that's been playing all along. Everything was always whole. The searching was the gift. Coming home was never leaving home. I traveled oceans looking for the door, crossed deserts asking what my life was for, and found it in the stillness of a breath, the space between the living and the rest. The bamboo grove at dusk holds every prayer that humans ever dissolved into air, and somewhere in that rustling I can hear my own voice finally perfectly clear. Sheep out every morning, now I understand. You about to say I am here, I am grateful, I am ready. Bamboo breeze, ancient and new, every tradition holds a truth. Not the words, the silence in between. That's where the sacred has always been. East and west, and then and now. The soul was never lost, just learning how to finally stop and hear the song that's been playing all along.
The journey doesn't end. It just changes frequency. You've traveled from the ocean's edge to the soul's center. If you wish to linger in these landscapes, our 4-hour instrumental odyssey awaits you on the main channel. Until then, keep the rhythm. Keep the dream.